Thanks again for staying with us here on KXAN News at 4. Just a few weeks after La Nina started, the climate pattern will soon be ending. KXAN's chief meteorologist Nick Bannon has been tracking all this for us, and I know a lot of people pay attention to this. So what does that mean for the rest of our winter and our spring?
You know, as I was writing this blog up for this story on KXAN.com, I almost put short and sweet, you know, because it's not going to be a very long La Nina by the time we look back on its ending. Still, the rest of winter should remain in this La Nina phase, which is when we've got cooler than normal waters in the equatorial Pacific Ocean. But the new data that came out from the Climate Prediction Center and NOAA today is that the end of La Nina is in sight and is expected to wrap up as we head into spring. These are the latest odds, each of these bars representing different phases of ENSO, which is El Nino Southern Oscillation. The blue bars indicating the odds of La Nina, JFM, January, February, March. You know, those odds are at like 95% because we're still in La Nina now. Then we head into FMA, February, March, and April. The odds of La Nina continuing are at roughly 60%. But then we start to see the flip away from La Nina and toward a neutral pattern, which means that the water temperatures in the Pacific Ocean don't have an impact on our weather patterns here in North America. And that neutral pattern looks to begin in March, April, May, with roughly 66% odds of going to neutral during March, April, May, which is also known as meteorological spring. The odds of La Nina continuing into and through meteorological spring, therefore, at 34%. Why does that matter? Because if you have La Nina in the spring, we can get some indication about what our severe weather season looks like. Also, some data from NOAA suggesting that the odds of tornadoes or hailstorms actually go up here in central Texas for both tornadoes and hailstorms during La Nina springs. So this means with about 34% odds of La Nina continuing into the spring, if that does happen, then we may see more incidents of tornadoes and hailstorms in the spring here in central Texas. On the flip side, during El Nino springs, which is the opposite of the phase that we're in now, we actually see a reduction in tornadoes and hailstorms. So potentially more active severe weather heading into this spring than usual if La Nina hangs on into the spring. Of course, right now on KXAN.com, I've got that blog for you. It's called La Nina Ending Soon, the impact on spring storms. You can get to it on the homepage or under the weather and traffic tab, and then drop down onto the weather blog section. We're always looking ahead. All right, here's what's happening now across the state. We've got chilly air, 30s and 40s for most, as that cold front that continues to push south through the day yesterday has now cleared just about all of Texas, and that chilly air blowing in from the north and northeast now is keeping the temperatures cold despite some breaks of sunshine here today. Here's where the temperatures go tonight. 44 at 6, down into the 30s by midnight, and then dropping into the mid-30s here tomorrow morning, and then climbing back up to about 50 here tomorrow afternoon, well shy of our average high temperature this time of year of 66. But back to the morning lows again, because we may see one more freeze before the weekend in the hill country, especially tonight, with some upper 20s and low 30s. I think we'll see fewer of us see a freeze elsewhere in the metro and our eastern counties, with temperatures about 3 degrees warmer than they were this morning. That would be enough for a lot of us to avoid a freeze here today, or tonight, I should say. But the hill country, you'll want to remember the 4 Ps here tonight: people, pets, plants, and not so concerned for tonight anyway about pipes. Plenty of clouds, but still some sunny breaks out there now. However, as warm air is going to start working in overnight and into the day tomorrow, that sort of pattern gives us a lot more clouds. So clouds will gradually be increasing tonight. You may get away with a few breaks in the clouds tomorrow morning early, and then the sky turns gray, and then we're pretty cloudy the rest of your Friday. Not just that, we could also have a few areas of drizzle and spotty light rain showers, especially from the metro into our eastern counties during the afternoon and evening tomorrow. Rain chances only at 20%, so it's not a super widespread rain, and the chances of you getting anything meaningful out of this are very low, but the possibility exists. There's even the chance for a stray shower Friday night into Saturday. Even a thunderstorm Saturday, especially east of I-35 and into our eastern counties during the morning before the sky clears and we warm up as we head into the afternoon. So we're down to 35 tonight in Austin with increasing clouds. For your Valentine's Day here tomorrow, heading for temperatures of around 50. Cool and cloudy with a stray shower possible, and then much warmer Saturday afternoon thanks to afternoon sun. Providing we get that sun, the temperatures jump, and then that colder air comes in for Sunday, which of course is going to make it chilly for the Austin Marathon here Sunday morning, 7 a.m. at 36, 9 a.m. 39, and 46 by 11 a.m. on Sunday. I want to talk about the rain coming Tuesday into Wednesday of next week. Here's the problem. If any rain lingers into Wednesday morning as overnight lows drop to or below freezing, we could get some very spotty light freezing rain, especially in the hill country here Wednesday morning. Still a lot of uncertainty regarding just how much moisture would be left, but we want to give you a heads up about that. Looks very cold next Thursday morning, down to 29.